Have you ever felt like you were always available for him, but he was never really there for you? You might be his plan B. And today, we're going to talk about why. Some men date multiple women at the same time, not out of confusion, but out of strategy. Understanding their psychology is the first step to protecting yourself. The two-timing man often feels a psychological need for validation. He wants to feel wanted by more than one person. It's not about love. It's about ego. For men who two-time, keeping options open feels like power. But that need for control often masks deeper insecurities and fear of real commitment. So, how do you know if you're his plan B? Here are 5 clear psychological signs. And once you see them, you can't unsee them. Sign number 1. He only reaches out late at night. If his texts mostly arrive after 10 p.m., you're not his priority. You're his convenience. The late-night text is a classic Plan B move. He's already spent the evening elsewhere. And now he's checking in on his backup option. And once you reply, he might not even respond until the next day. To him, you were just a late-night thought, not a real priority. Sign number 2. He constantly cancels plans with you at the last minute. And he always has a vague excuse. Something came up. I'm tired. Maybe next time. He set up the date. He agreed to the time. But when something better came along with his plan A, you got the cancellation text. Here's the psychology. A man who cancels on his plan B repeatedly knows you'll wait. He's testing how much you'll tolerate. And each time you stay, he learns he can do it again. Sign number 3. He keeps you hidden. You've never met his friends. His family has no idea you exist, and your relationship lives only in private messages. When a man only sees you in private, it's intentional. He's managing 2 worlds, and keeping you hidden means he's protecting the other one. Psychologically, men who hide their relationships are protecting their primary option. You are the variable, the one that must remain invisible to preserve the lie. Sign number 4. He is emotionally unavailable. He keeps conversations surface level, avoids deep topics, and never truly opens up to you. Emotional unavailability is a defense mechanism. He keeps you emotionally at arm's length because committing emotionally to you would threaten his other arrangement. I'm not ready for something serious is often code for, I already have someone serious and you're not it. Don't accept emotional scraps as if they were enough. Sign number 5. And this one is crucial. His effort for you is wildly inconsistent. Some weeks he's amazing. Other weeks, he disappears completely. This hot and cold pattern is intentional, even if unconsciously. The bursts of attention are designed to keep you hopeful so you never walk away. Psychologists call this intermittent reinforcement. Unpredictable rewards are actually more addictive than consistent ones. He's not confused. He's fishing. And the bait is hope. Now that you know the 5 signs, let's go deeper. Why do men actually behave this way? What's really going on inside their minds? Many two-timing men carry deep-seated fear of emotional intimacy. Getting close to just one person feels dangerous to them, so they spread the risk across multiple connections. For others, it's pure narcissism. The more women who want them, the more valuable they feel. Your attention is fuel for their ego, not a step toward a real relationship. Some men genuinely fear commitment, not because they don't feel anything, but because committing means closing a door. And they're terrified of what they might miss. Here's something uncomfortable. Some men are actively and consciously managing their options. You are being evaluated, ranked, and you may not even know you're in the running. He notices how available you are, how patient you are, how rarely you push back. And the more tolerant you are, the safer you become as a backup, because he knows you won't leave. In his mental hierarchy, someone always ranks higher. Plan A gets his time, effort, and real emotions. Plan B, that's you, gets whatever is left over. So how do you know for certain that you're his Plan B and not just someone he's taking things slowly with? Here are the real-life patterns to watch for. Watch how he responds when you bring up commitment or exclusivity. Vague answers, deflection, or humor instead of honesty. These are red flags, not romantic mystery. His social media tells a story too. No mention of you, no shared photos. Nothing that publicly connects you to him. Invisibility is a choice, and it's not a coincidence. Map out your last month with him on a mental timeline. Is the pattern consistent? Or does it swing wildly between amazing attention and total silence? That inconsistency is the evidence. When you're Plan B, hope becomes your trap. Every time he comes back, the flame reignites, and that small spark of maybe this time keeps you holding on longer than you should. I want to say something important here, and I need you to really hear it. Being someone's Plan B is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of his limitations. Wanting consistency, honesty, and real commitment does not make you needy. It makes you self-aware. Never let anyone shrink you into a backup role you didn't sign up for. At some point, every woman faces this crossroads. Do you stay and hope he changes? Or do you choose yourself and walk forward? Let's talk about what that actually looks like. Step 1. Get clear on what you actually want from a relationship. Write it down if you need to. Clarity is your first act of self-respect, because you can't recognize Plan B treatment if you don't know what Plan A looks like. Step 2. Give yourself permission to leave without drama. You don't owe him an argument or a confrontation. Simply choosing yourself, quietly and firmly, is enough. Step 3. Protect your time and emotional energy like they are precious resources. Because they are. Every hour you invest in a Plan B situation is an hour not spent finding someone who truly chooses you. When you stop accepting Plan B treatment, something remarkable happens. You create space for someone who actually wants to be your Plan A. Someone who texts first, shows up consistently, and is proud to be with you. Let's do a quick recap. The 5 signs you're his Plan B. He only texts late at night. He cancels constantly. He hides you. He's emotionally unavailable, and his effort is wildly inconsistent. If you see 3 or more, trust what you're seeing. Maybe you're watching this and thinking, but I'm not sure if that's what's happening with me. That's okay. Doubt is normal. But here's a powerful question to ask yourself. Ask yourself honestly. Do you feel genuinely chosen by this person? Or do you feel like you're being tolerated until something better comes along? Your gut already knows the answer. Your emotional well-being is not a negotiation. You don't have to shrink your expectations, silence your needs, or convince someone to care about you. Love, real love, doesn't require that much convincing. You are not a placeholder. You are not a fallback. You are someone's answered prayer, but only if you stop making yourself available to people who treat you like a last resort. Having standards is not being difficult. It is not being dramatic. It is simply knowing what you deserve and refusing to accept anything less. That is not a flaw. That is wisdom. Time is the one thing you cannot get back. Every day you spend waiting for a Plan B man to promote you to Plan A is a day you could have spent being someone's first and only choice. The moment you decide that you are your own plan A. The moment you stop waiting to be chosen and start choosing yourself. Everything shifts. That is where your power lives. You deserve someone who texts you first. Someone who makes plans and actually shows up. Someone who introduces you proudly and chooses you. Loudly, consistently, and without hesitation. If this video resonated with you, share it with a friend who might need to hear it. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for someone you love is hand them a mirror at the right moment. Remember this: you are not too much. You are not too needy. You are not hard to love. You are simply someone who deserves to be someone's plan A. And you will be. Don't settle for less. See you in the next one.